Alright, we are 1 week in to owning this 2023 Subaru Crosstrek in the limited trim. I say I've had this vehicle for about a week now, and I've already got right around... Going to cut in right now. I accidentally say 15,000 miles. It's actually 1,500 miles. So, sorry about that. On it. So as you guys can tell, I drive a lot. And I want to do a little review on this small car. This is the second Crosstrek we have owned. We're really a family of Toyota owners, but actually sold a Toyota Tacoma to purchase this Crosstrek to get a little better gas mileage, as I drive a lot for work, and it's done really well this week. Gas mileage has been good, performance has been good, so just wanted to show it to you, give you some of my likes and dislikes. As you can tell, still spring here, middle of April, northern Utah. Get a lot of snow. Had a lot of snow this year. The ski resorts around here, some of them got over 1,000 inches of snow this year. So definitely appreciate the all-wheel drive capabilities of this car. And maybe point out some of the differences of driving something like this versus a Toyota Tacoma, which I love. We actually still own a 4Runner and 2 FJ Cruisers, which maybe one day I'll do a little video on. But some things about the Crosstrek. Obviously, good gas mileage, all-wheel drive, fairly reliable, say better than average in my experience with our other one. It was a 2019. This has the larger motor in it. It's a 2.5 instead of just the 2, but still been getting mid 30s, actually upper 30s the other day coming back from northern Utah. This is the Silver Ice Metallic in the limited trim. Would have liked to have gotten a Sport, but this late in the game, the 2024s are going to be coming in. Really the only thing I did have added to it is it does have a clear bra on the front. Don't know if you can see there, and I had the front windows tinted to match the rear, and then I did go ahead and installed some roof rack bars because I'm going to be putting a Thule basket on top of there for some camping trips, some hunting trips. One thing I'm not crazy about on the Limited is these 18-inch rims. So I actually have purchased a set of sport rims I'm going to put on this, some takeoffs that I got off of KSL for $400. Brand new tires, wheels with TPMS sensor. So next time you see this, it'll probably have the sport stock wheel and tires on it. I'll probably eventually swap out the tires for something a little more aggressive. Not going to go crazy. One thing, I'm not going to call this an off-road vehicle. I know a lot of people would like to think of it as an off-road vehicle, but it's not. It's a good multi-use vehicle. I mean, obviously you can take it on some dirt roads, maybe some real light 2-track action. Does very well on snowy roads as long as the snow's not too deep. But this I am not considering an off-road vehicle, even modded with lifts and all that stuff some of you guys are doing. It's just not going to keep up with a Tacoma or a Jeep or a 4Runner. Something with higher clearance and a transmission and true 4-wheel drive and crawl control and all that stuff. The Limited, this does not have the dual X mode that the Sport has, but I'm not gonna off-road this vehicle anyway, so it wasn't really a selling feature to me. But things I love, super easy to get in and out of, compared to say a Honda Civic or a Toyota Corolla. Sits up off the ground a little bit higher, just easier to sit down in and get out of. So really enjoy that. Great visibility, especially compared to say something like the FJ Cruiser, and the safety features on this vehicle standard are pretty dang impressive. Does come with the eyesight technology, so it's got the lane centering, adaptive cruise control. Does have the pedestrian alert, or if you're getting close to a vehicle in front, it'll stop you, as well as sensors on the back, so if you're backing into your garage, it will alert you when you are getting close to your garage or a car in the parking lot. So I really do appreciate all of the safety features that come standard on these vehicles. If you drive as much as I do, just great to have. Does have blind spot monitoring, which is on the inside of the mirror here. I don't know that you'd be able to see where it is till I get in the vehicle, but that's a great feature for when you're cruising down the interstate here in Utah. The adaptive cruise control works great. Not a huge fan of the assisted steering. I've tried it out a few times and it works, but just, I don't know, not a huge fan of it. But good looking vehicle. It's a nice color. Kind of blends in with the crowd, but fairly easy to keep clean. Doesn't show scratches. Again, I've only had this vehicle for a week, so let's hop in and check out the inside. So again, limited trim. So it does have the leather seats with the orange stitching, which looks pretty good. With the also got the little orange accenting in the seats, which I think looks pretty cool. Some graphite accents. I'll tell you one thing Subaru does very well, in my opinion, is just the fit and finish. You can tell this is a Japanese product. That's actually one reason why I purchased this one instead of waiting for a new one with a 2.5, is I wanted one of the wanted a vehicle that was completely assembled in Japan. I just feel like their quality tends to be as good as it gets. So yeah, good looking interior, heated seats, and we're a little over 1,500 miles in a week of travel. The headlights, when they're on bright, will turn. It's actually very cool. A lot of room in here for the size of the vehicle, which I really enjoy if I've got the wife and son in here. Quality of the doors, plastic is really good. Be quiet for us. A lot of room here and back. Love that it has cup holders, armrest. Bummed that it does not have any outlets back here or air, but for the money, I can't complain for sure. But tons of room back here. If you're a bigger guy or you got a lot of gear to pack around, for the footprint of the car, there is a surprisingly amount of good storage in here. So open up the hatch. Could you sleep back there if you had to? Again, I'm not promoting this as a off-road vehicle. I think Subaru's, this particular model is great for running around in the snow, gets good gas mileage, reliable. You do have a little bit of clearance. One thing I am going to do, like I said, I'm going to put a little more meaty tire on it. I'm putting those sports on it. That's a 17-inch rim instead of an 18-inch rim. So you get a little more sidewall, which you can air down a little bit. So if you do get out in the sand, it's going to help you there. But again, my opinion, these are not off-road vehicles. I live in Utah. You can see where I live. There are definitely a lot of places you do not want to take a vehicle like this if you have the choice. Would I purchase it if I didn't have a 4Runner and 2 FJ Cruisers? Probably not, unless it's for the reason I did purchase it, and that was to get good gas mileage and be able to throw a lot of work stuff in the back of it and put a lot of miles on it. So we're 1 week into this. Thought maybe I'd give you guys a little review as we go along with this vehicle. Yeah, give me a like, subscribe if you want to see how this vehicle's treating me, and we'll get the 4Runner and some of the FJs on there, and also some side-by-sides and that kind of stuff if you guys are interested. But nice bright day, not the best filming conditions, but snow is finally melting, and I was actually hoping I'd find some turkey tracks up here, but I think the turkeys are still down low. Hey, real quick, because I forgot to mention this one thing. You're probably asking yourself, I know I was kind of curious about it, where we had the 2019 with the 2-liter before we purchased this. Is the 2.5 really that much better? You know, I can tell you that noticeably it does have more horsepower. I believe it's around 30 more horsepower. It makes a difference. It's coming from driving a lot of Tacomas and 4Runners and FJs and Tundras and that kind of stuff. I'm not really used to a real peppy vehicle anyway. Those vehicles obviously have a lot more torque for towing and for, you know, if you are really off-roading and in some deep sand or mud or climbing up a steep hill, definitely nice to have that torque. But yeah, I'm gonna say this is definitely a nice, you know, increase in some get up and go versus the 2.0. But definitely not necessary. But glad I've got it. So anyway, I was just driving down this road and thought about that. So guys, enjoyed this little walk around. Next review maybe we'll go into a little more in depth, but really liking this vehicle so far. I did buy this vehicle from Finlay Subaru in St. George, Utah. Absolutely no affiliation with those guys. Just thought they treated me fair. No markups. That's one frustrating thing if you're trying to buy a Toyota right now. As you guys know, the insane markups dealerships are charging on those. From what I can tell, most Subaru dealerships are MSRP, and probably find a few even below MSRP, which with today's interest rates, that's a big deal. So thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time.